tonight's episode, I find some wood, we pitch a tent, and a tree falls over. Hello everyone, you find me down here at the shop, just selling a couple of bales and some of these signs, because they kind of fit in the back of the truck okay. I mean, you know, a little bit on the tall side, but luckily we didn't have any low bridges to go under, or any trees with suspiciously annoying branches sticking out. But oh, we get 57 for that, and see, yep, 57 for the other one, that's good. So we are now up to 1900. Well, just under 2 grand in fact. Okay, that's good. Well, now, we've had a small change of plans in terms of the thing that we need to get, the bed, or the sleep through the night trigger sort of thing. So we'll get back up to our little sort of farm area in a second, but since we are here, I'm going to buy a small log trailer that I spotted just the other day. Here we are, and we're going to get it used, because why not? And let's see if it costs anything to change the... Oh no, we can change it. Okay. Now, if we put it on this, that will probably... Yeah, that costs 50. Do they have a light colour? Oh, they do. But I don't know if they'd have a blue that would match exactly. It's kind of an odd blue that we have on the truck. But, in fact, I think we've got dark wheels on it. Let's go with something like that, just for fun. So, yep, let's get that, because that means we'll be able to get slightly better, logs in there. Because, we can chop some up and pop them in the back here. In fact, we might do both too if we get enough of them. But at least with this one we can get something just a tiny bit longer. So we shall collect this and take it back up to the... it's not too far off blue wise. Obviously what we're driving is a little bit dirty at the moment, so we are going to have to wash that at some point. Yeah, it might not be so bad. We can always adjust it later. But yeah, so let's head back up to... well, I suppose we could call it a farm at this point. That trailer should have... yeah, it does have straps on it, that's good. So yeah, let's head back up there, and we'll start progressing on with the work that we have to do. So yeah, mostly what we're doing today is going to be sort of logging and just buying a couple of things, like the sleep trigger, because we need to get that before... in fact, that'll be the next thing we get when we get back. But yeah, we've got a few things to be getting on with now. Alright, here we are back at the farm now. Well, it's not really a farm yet, the plot of land that we've been given. And that's handy. I wonder, we might actually take those signs down and sell, well not signs, but guardrails and stuff back down, because they would fit in this trailer, I think. That's handy. Okay, let's just stop here for a second. Obviously it's starting to get dark, so what we are going to do, if there's space for it, is, let's see, it's going to be popping in around here. It's just a temporary thing. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do here. Okay, yeah, so basically what we are going to do is put up a tent. Because it doesn't have to be permanent accommodation at the moment, but it has to be something we can sleep in. So let's have a... oops, wrong menu. Let's have a quick look in the old thing here and pop a little something down. So where are we now? There we go. We are going to have a nice little camping tent set out here. There should be space for it in between these trees. Yeah, we're not quite at the edge of the land there. So, let's just spin around and check. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Okay, pop that there. Lovely. And what we are going to need to go with that is the actual sleep trigger itself, which is not in there. Okay. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to pop down the Alien Gym sleep trigger here. Since it's an Alien Gym tent as well, might as well pop the sleep trigger down. Same, yeah, if it's from the same pack, I think. So, yep, there we go. That is our new sleep through the night trigger. So we've put up a tent. You know, it's not going to be permanent accommodation, but we can at least sleep here when we're ready. And we do have a tiny little bit of money left, so that's not bad. Yeah, I was looking at the other one we saw we looked at the other day, the garden bed, and it's a really nice sleep trigger, but it's kind of a bit big for this area at the moment, and we don't have anything cleared, so you know, I thought, why not? Let's go camping. We're in the woods, and it gets pretty exciting in the woods. You know, when you have to sleep through the night, sometimes it can be intense. Yeah, so anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's see what we can do with these things. Now, I suspect we may have to do 2 loads, but if we can... Oh, that's just perfect, that is. Okay, let's pop that on there. And this one we shall pop on the other side. Yeah, I'm looking into it. Okay, maybe if I do that first. Drop it down there. Okay, and now straighten it up a bit. I don't think there's much else we can do with that, because it's going to have to ride on the frame of the other one. Okay, well, now let's have a look at getting these in. Because if we can take this all back, that would be really nice. There'll be a little bit of extra money quick, and I'm not going to complain about that, because we need all the money we can get at the moment. We've got quite a lot of things to buy. Obviously we're going to be doing a lot of forestry to begin with to actually get money. But, oh dear, I decided to throw that into the barn. There you go. Okay, come on. We can line it up a bit better than that, surely. Or maybe we can't. No, yes. Yeah. That's not too good, is it? Yeah, okay, well, let's just fling this one on and hope for the best. In fact, what we will do, just for comedy value, is flip it up. And not quite that far. Rotate it back that way a bit. There we go. Maybe we can slide it in upside down and it'll be a bit less dangerous. I mean, it's going to be pretty dangerous anyway, because, you know me. Health and safety people will be onto us if we're not careful. Now, can I attach the straps? There we go. Get a couple of straps on. Splendid. Yeah, that doesn't look too unsafe, does it? Of course not. Okay, I'm going to take this back down to the store quick. Should be, yeah, there we go. Quick turn around. So yeah, I'll run this down to the store. We'll sell that, and I think that will then be the last of the not exactly junk, but miscellaneous items that we've got. Oh dear. Just lying around. That will be the last of that out of the way. So that will be nice. Then we can start clearing the area, and hopefully we're going to get enough money to buy a tractor, and then some sort of front-loading assembly for it, and maybe some log forks or some sort of grab so we can pick up some of those rocks. They are fairly heavy, but we'll see what we do. So yeah, I shall see you all back at the farm in a little bit. Actually, are we almost there? No, we're almost down there. We might as well just carry on. It's surprisingly not that far. So, here we go. Ooh, a little bit bouncy. Should have probably slowed down a bit there. Okay, let's get this rickety... Oh dear. Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. There we go. Saved it last minute. Yeah, I should slow down a bit more going around the corners here. Okay. Let's get this in. I'll just park this in here and hopefully we can sell them straight off of the thing. Cool, this thing has no brakes on it.
Doesn't help it's being pushed by all that weight on the back too. But, okay. So that's 57. Lovely. No, don't sell that. Oh, I need to repair that, actually. Let's repair that quick. Oops. Okay, sell that one. Sell that one. Make sure we don't sell anybody's pallet forks. I don't want to repaint that yet. Okay, sell that one. And that one, and I think that's everything. Yep, that's the lot. So, hey, we're back up to 833. I can't even read. Okay, well, let's head back up. And, yeah, I shall see you back at our little plot of land, probably in the morning now. And we'll get started on whatever we are going to be doing. Well, it's going to be logging, let's face it. It's going to be logging of some sort. We're going to chop some trees down, maybe make some firewood, get one of those firewood sell points possibly. We shall see. Yep, I shall see you again in the morning. Good morning everyone. We are back again now. It's a good thing we sold that stuff because we got some property maintenance fees come out. I suspect it's some land fees and these two rickety old sheds we've got, and the new tent as well. I'm sure there's some sort of camping fee they're making us pay. But yeah, so let's get started. Now I want to get rid of these kind of crummy old birch trees for now. Those would be the first things to go. If they were, I think they're dead trees, that's why they're not as in bloom as the rest of them. But what we are going to do is, if I can find the other shed, is grab one of these things. The firewood sort of crates, I guess. It's not a crate, is it? It's a cage, I guess. But we are going to pop that into the back of the truck here. Well, I suppose it's a pickup truck of sorts, isn't it? Yeah, drop that in there. Okay, now the reason we're popping that in there is because once you start loading it with firewood, you can't actually pick it up by hand again, which kind of makes sense. So I figure if we get that in there first, then we can, if we get enough money off of this, we can get a sell point and then drive it over to the sell point, and if we get enough money, if we get enough wood for this, then we can just put a sell point down and then drive over to that and hopefully load it up straight away. So I don't think we can actually pick this up and move it, can we? Let's have a look. No, it's a little too heavy, that one, which means it's probably going to be a bit big to chop into firewood, so we should cut it in half and bring it over to the truck. There we go. And there's the other one. Okay, let's just get rid of the mini-map quick, and get out the hatchet. Okay, how much has that done? Well, that's not terribly bad. Can we pick it up? We can still pick it up at the moment. Maybe it's when it gets half full you can't pick it up. Okay, let's chop that down as well. Okay, lovely. Well, that's looking good. So, what we are going to do, we might, if we get some of those bigger branches, we might throw them in the back of the log thing. But for now, let's see if we can avoid hitting the tent with it. Oh, that's going to come down right on the tent, isn't it? Yeah, we probably should fell this out to the side first, then cut off the branches. Let's have a go. And obviously we are going to have to get a stump grinder as well, but we're not going to be able to get a stump grinder until we've got a tractor. Please don't hit the truck. Ooh, that was mighty close, that was. I should perhaps have moved that first. But we are okay. We didn't break anything this time, so I'm not going to argue with it. Let's see if we can get a nice cut on this, fairly close to the trunk. There we go. Okay, now as you may have noticed, we have got some wood chips on the ground here. That is from the fantastic sawdust mod. That'll, every time you cut a tree down, slice off a branch, or do anything like that with it, or grind out the stumps as well, it will leave you a certain amount of wood chips as a sort of sawdust analog, I guess. Oh, that's not the... there we go, that's the cutting button. But that's good because we can save some of that up depending on how much we get. I think we've got a shovel in the back of this thing, don't we? So we can potentially pick up some of that and pop it in the... let's chop up, that's fairly small as well. We could potentially go and sell it at the sawdust, wood chip sell point down at the lumber mill there. So that'll be good. And you know, any bit of extra income we can get is going to be lovely. It's filling up nice. Obviously these trees you don't tend to get a great deal of sort of money off for actual logs, because they can be a little bit sort of finicky in their shape and design, yeah, just because of the they're not basically long thin ones like the other ones. They're pine trees and stuff like that, so yeah, that's not looking too bad. So, see if we can get a funny angle on this one. I'll try from this side. Ah, there we go. Ah, wrong button again. Keep crouching. But yeah, I think we can actually switch out our the truck. It has an option on the back, on the pickup bed, to make it like carry bulk goods and liquids and stuff. So you can actually fill it like a normal trailer. So what we might do is change that out in a little while. Okay, we can move this whole one. Lovely. Yeah, we may change that out in a little while and scoop up some of that sawdust. Check the shed actually. Yeah, we've got a shovel there. So yeah, we should be able to scoop up some of this and just pop it in the back. If there's a lot, we may have to look at getting a cheap trailer as well, but we can do the big log. That's even better. Oh, nice, nice. Filling it up. Yeah, so we'll have a look at that. I shall continue on with this now, and probably come back when we've either got a full logging trailer on the back there, or perhaps a full firewood cage, because that's filling up quite nicely, and you can see it's starting to weigh the back down. Yeah, now we can't pick it up, so that's perfect. So I'm glad we put it in the back of there, but you can see the suspension starting to sag a tiny bit on that. But yeah, so I shall continue on here with this, and see you all again in a little while. Okay, so here we are back again. We've gone through and cut down all 3 of those dead silver birch trees. We've got a little bit left over here. There's like 2 sections of each tree that we couldn't pick up because they are pretty heavy. He says, yeah, I can't pick that one up either. Yeah, there's a couple back here as well. So we'll most likely get those when we get a tractor. Assuming this lot sells fairly decently, because they're sort of mostly straight bits. If these sell, then you know, we'll wait till we get a tractor and then pick them up and move them. If it doesn't sell very good, we may just convert it to firewood. But speaking of firewood, I should strap that on first. I should strap it all on first. There we go. One for you, and oh, hello. That dog's not got strapped, has it? It has not. Oh dear. That's a bit awkward. Oh, let's pop it up there. Okay, now it's strapped. Better safe than sorry. And we got this strapped on as well. Lovely. Let's see if we can actually make it to the lumber yard and sell this. Now what I did do too was I popped a firewood sell point down there, so we'll see what we get out of this, because we should be able to sell it when it's at least 50% full. And I forget exactly how it works in terms of if we actually have to wait for it before we get the money back. Oh, there's a bit of wood there. Oh dear, brakes on this thing are not very good. Let's turn around. I'm sure we've passed this little piece of wood before. It looks like it might be stuck in the ground, so oh dear. Yeah, it's stuck. Let's give it a bit of a nudge with the car there. Or just drive over the top of it, because... Ah, there we go. Now it's free. Because that seems to be the way we fix things around here. Can we pick it up? We can. Oh, lovely. Well, there we go. There's an extra bit of wood for us to sell. Assuming we can sell it. Assuming we can get it to strap onto the trailer, of course. That's going to be the other thing. Let's strap on this side. No, we're going to have to try and, let's see. Maybe it's not going to strap. Oh dear, what have we done there? Well, we seem to have got it wedged in pretty good, so maybe we'll be okay. We shall see. Anyway, back down to the thing. So yeah, that's interesting. Another piece of wood. I wonder if there's any more of that floating around here. Most likely there. Oh dear, that's going to come out in a minute, isn't it? We are almost there, luckily, so fingers crossed nothing catastrophic will happen between now and the next part down the road. But we shall take it a bit more careful than we usually do. So that makes me wonder about the straps on these on this log trailer. Now it could be they only do sort of from the frame, but if we have stuff piled up on the top, then you know, out to the sort of edges of the bunks, then it may well just hold everything on. Oh, hello, there's another bit. That's probably too big. We won't worry about that since the brakes didn't slow us down much. But then this is a 1930s pickup truck, so I'm kind of not surprised. But yeah, that's I think it's just right here. Take it nice and gentle. There we go, and again, there's another piece there. And another bit in there too. Hang on. I know this isn't exactly our wood, but if it's just sitting here out in the middle of the wilderness, why not? You know? It's all free money at the end of the day. It might not be much, but let's see if we can... No, that's not going to strap it either. Oh well. We're close enough, I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, and then on the right here, that's the sell point for the firewood. So if we pull up to that... Oh, there we go. It popped it straight in. And we got 3 and a bit grand for it. That's not bad. Now, I will just pop the menu on and pop over here just to see if it... Ah, there we go, yeah. So it does have a maximum limit. That may or may not be a full... whatever that thing's called, the cage, I guess we were calling it. That may or may not be a full cage, but we'll see. Because we can, obviously we've got to buy another one now, but that's not a problem. Let's see what we get for this wood. 800. Okay. Well, in that case, I think what we are going to do is not worry about selling that, what's it called stuff. The rest of that, come on. Where's the straps? Come on, off you go. There you go. Yeah, we won't worry about leaving that wood for a tractor. We'll go and... there's a bit more wood there. We'll leave that. That's definitely not something we can pilfer right now. But yeah, so the rest of that silver birch, I think we'll just chop up for firewood. And that might mean we have to put another couple of firewood places around and about the place. So what I shall do, I think is, you know, so as it's not, what do you call it, like, unfairly close to the house, we'll probably stack one up down here somewhere. It gives us an excuse to come down. And let's see, so how many of these are we going to buy? I know we've got one back up at the shed there. Oh, there's our video game. Let's take that back with us as well. That was what our very first challenge notice came on. So, oh dear, drop. There we go. But yeah, so let's see. I think they're in miscellaneous. No, of course it's not in that at all, is it? It's in pallets. Pretty sure it's in pallets. There it is, yep, firewood pallet. So, see, they have a maximum thing of 3,000, so that's good to know. I'm pointing at the screen here, but no one can see that. So, we'll get 3 of those. Okay, where are we? Where did they get? Oh, they're over there. Okay. So, yeah, we definitely made more off of the firewood than we did from the actual tree lumber, but I suspect that's because it's silver birch tree, and that just tends to be a little bit weird. Can we get one in here? No, it's not going to fit that way, is it? Not at all. Okay, let's rotate it. And just pop it in that way, and that way it can secure down our a video game as well, which we'll put in a house when we get a house, or stash somewhere at some point. Okay, this now, I'm hoping it'll actually fit in between here, because that would be perfect. Maybe we can pop 2 of them on the back. Almost. Lovely. Okay, let's get the other one in. Yeah, so we'll chop up the rest of that stuff and turn it into firewood, and then we'll have to start clearing out the. Yeah, see, these strap all the way up there, so that's good. Okay, let's get back in the truck here. Turn all the straps on. And we are away. But that is good, so we got 3,000 for that. I'm not sure what the tick down time is on it, so we may swing back by and check. Check on the one over here, just quickly to see if it's gone down at all. I mean, obviously when we start cutting down like the pine trees or the spruce trees, I think we will get more wood, more money per log for that stuff. And obviously once we can get a tractor and pick it up, then we'll get better money anyway. But let's have a quick check here. See if it says... No, we have to get out first. Yeah, still at 2364. Fair enough. So, what we shall do is head back to the farm now, or the plot, the land. Our abode, and see what we're going to do next. Okay, so we're back here at I'll just call it a farm again. I've offloaded a couple of the things back there next to that old rickety mess of a barn, and we've got one on the back of the truck here. We did put down a couple more of the firewood sell points. I'm not sure if they show on the map. Oh, they kind of do. Okay, yeah, you see that little sort of house with a fire on it. So we've got one next to the pub, where we started. There's a second one down here next to the sawmill, because I figured, you know, if we had 2 down there, that'd be fine. And there's one up here next to the sort of shop area. So we've got 3 extra ones, basically. And we'll go ahead and use those as we need to. So what I am going to do is again, oh, in fact I'd forgotten there was 2 next to us right here. So we shall chop these right up. Log is too big. Okay, so we are going to have to chop it up a little smaller, which is fine. Not a problem. Okay. Now we should be able to hack it to pieces. And we got not really very much out of that. That's crazy. I wonder if we... let's try something here. Chop this into little bits and see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Because this should be quite a lot of wood here, considering we couldn't pick it up before. So let's see. Oops. Get that off. There we go. So we've got not even the first row done yet. Let's put a bit more in. Yeah, we're loading it up a little bit. Maybe the idea is we chop it into smaller pieces. I don't think we should need to, but you never know with this game. So yeah, let's just chop this into more manageable pieces. And of course we're generating more sawdust as well. That's well, wood chips. So that's handy. Okay, and what we are going to do also here in a little bit, we'll take this load of wood, firewood down to the thing. In fact, let me just hop in here and turn it off quick. We'll take this down to the shop, and we're going to pick up a small trailer, like just a bulk goods trailer, so we can get rid of some of this wood chip that's on the floor here. I can't chop the... was there a tiny little piece? No, we'll leave that alone. Yeah, so we'll have to get a stump grinder for that too. But yeah, there's a small trailer I've found that should go fairly well with this. It's just a little I4 Williams sort of bulk goods trailer. So we shall go and get that when we drop this wood off. Because if we can pick up all these bits of... I want to call it sawdust, but I know it's not. Yeah, we'll get all the... let's push this one over here. Wood chips, that's the word I'm struggling to find. We'll get all the wood chips sorted out and picked up, and then we can like run down and sell them at the other place as well, which will be good. Let's just try this in 2 again. Yeah, so that's the plan. That should cost about $2,000, I think, for that. So, I mean, we've got the money for it now. That's not a problem. Just, yeah, figure if we can chop up this, since we got way more for the firewood version than we did the actual chopped version, or not chopped, the lumber version. Let's just see if it's on the thing there. No, it still doesn't give us a price for some strange reason, but that's okay. Can I pick both of these up? I can, yes. I did cut it. Let's just shove these over here. And then we'll cut them quick. Because I'm not sure that I trust that. It almost seems like the smaller bits give us more firewood. But it could also be just this wood, because it's a weird dead tree. And yeah, it's one of the decorative type ones that you can put down. So, not 100% sure how sort of good a quality the wood is, if that makes sense. But we'll see. Yeah, it's all going in fairly easily now. So I think it is just a case of the wood being the wood. Yeah, we'll definitely get a full thing off of this. So that's good. Okay, next is this one here. So we shall do the same thing again, chop it in half, and then drag it round and chop it into little bits. And I shall see you all down at the shop in just a moment. We'll pick up that trailer and then come back here and hopefully... Can I not pick that up? Oh, that's too big. Yeah, we'll get the trailer sorted out and come back here and start clearing up some of this wood chips. That's going to be a pretty big task in and of itself, because You know, obviously we've got a shovel in the... Whee, flying wood. We've got a shovel in the back there, but it's only going to be so good because, well, it's a shovel. It's not a full-on, what do you call it, like a bucket on a front loader or anything. So, oh god, I'm flying through the air again. So yeah, I shall see you all shortly. Okay, here we are at the store. That was an interesting little drive over. This thing is well overloaded, but we made it. So we are going to pop that in there. Oh, we got $4 grand for that. We must have had a little bit more. Let's have a quick look. Hop out and see. Yep, we did. We got... oh, hello, this one takes more. That's odd. I wonder if, because we've put more of them down, that it's spreading it about a little bit. But, oh, and here's the trailer that we bought as well. It's a tiny bit higher than I was expecting, but we'll go with it. Yeah, we shall hook this up. No cables to attach, or no cables we can attach. Okay. Well, we'll do what we can with this. Like I said, it was a tiny bit higher than I was expecting, but that's not too bad. It's still about the right size for this, I would say. Okay, here we are now. I put the little stabilising legs down on the back of this thing. Not sure how much that'll help, but you never know. So let's grab our thing and start shoveling. Grab the thing. There we go. Oh dear, we picked something up. What we picked up and where did it come from? Okay, let's see, can we get it over the top here? Okay, that works. Are you going to let us tip it in? Oh, okay, that's rude. You're not going to let us tip into it. Is that because it's a silage back? It should take wood chips though, surely. Why are you not taking wood chips? Rude. Alright, we might have to take it back and either change it or... yeah, because that should dump them straight on. That's very peculiar. Well, let's just throw that in the back there. That helps. That wasn't quite what I was going to use the trailer for, but okay. Well, to save driving all the way back to the store, let's just leave that there for a moment. I'm pretty sure we do have some... not in here. Back. This one. I'm pretty sure we do have a couple of fairly cheap toolbox mods. Or we do. Okay, let's just get one of these for up here. Yeah, let's pop it down next to the thing here. That way, yeah, we should be able to reach anything in front, I think. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can actually do anything with it at the moment. Nothing in range. Okay. Then back up. And reverse. Well, can we make that turn? We can. Okay, we'll go forwards then. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Not that one. Not the shovel. Okay, let's repair that and convert it to solid sides then, and see if that makes any difference. Because what we should be able to do is tip. Ah, there we go. That's what it was. So, yeah, there you go. You can see there's wood chips in there now, and I'm just going to throw the shovel away and pick up some more. So yeah, I shall carry on doing this. Tip them in there. I hope I'm getting them in there and not like putting them on the floor on the other side. That'd be horribly embarrassing, wouldn't it? Yeah, they seem to be going in there. Okay, let's hook this up. We've got 190 litres so far, and that shovel's going nuts over there. Okay. Well, let us position this somewhere in the middle of these. Let's go for about there. That seems reasonable. Okay, I shall hop out, pick up our, where is it, disastrous shovel. It has got a mind of its own now. Stop picking it up and moving it. Okay, there we go. Spin it around. Okay, so yeah, well I shall carry on doing this and get as much of this picked up and sold as we can. I think this shovel does like 100 litres at a time, so this is going to take a while. But if we can get a good amount of the wood chip in there, that will be nice. You know, at least it will be out of the way, off the ground, and we can make a little bit of money from it as well. So, yeah, I shall continue with this, and the plan is we're going to clear out this side of the yard first, make a bit of space here in case we need more buildings and stuff, and hopefully next episode we'll have some of these trees out the way, and we can maybe looking at buying a tractor. So yeah, I shall continue on here, and I shall do what I can. But yeah, I appreciate everyone watching, and if you've liked whatever this was, then please give us a like and hit that subscribe button too if you haven't already. And comments are always appreciated, and if you'd like to share this video, I would greatly appreciate that too. And the comments are supposed to be welcomed, but I mean they are, you know what I mean. Alright, well, I hope I shall see you all next time. We shall catch up and get some more things done. Maybe get that lovely tractor. Alright, cheerio.